Shalom, shalom, shalom. See how our people look damn distraught. I mean, you know, they say we look weird to them, but to us, they look fucking weird, man. You know? What is this guy doing? So let's start off. I give all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's what I'm gonna say. All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahushai, Ba Hashem Rakat Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing his word. And all honesty, truth, and sincerity. Shalom Akim. We're going to get into some scriptures. I wanted to start off in that was it, actually. Let me see, let's go to something real quick. Let's go to Daniel chapter 4 and verse 12. Sloppy. Trying to get this scripture real quick. Hold on a second. Suck, yeah, I had it wrong there. So yeah, let's get into this now. Slack about that. Let's go into Daniel chapter 12 and 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Right now, how's the knowledge being increased? Through these internet lines, right? Through the other brothers out there on the highways and byways doing this work, right? Speaking this word, right? On to the masses. It also tells you in Romans, let's get that real quick. Let's go to Romans chapter 10. Let's go to Romans chapter 10, verse 18. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. So right now you got brothers out there on the highways and byways in different parts of the world, okay, putting up their videos, doing their work. So this word, there's no excuse. This word has gone out throughout the four corners of the world. And how do we know it's the end? Going back to Daniel, okay? Let's go into Matthew 24 and 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness, unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Okay, right now we know that we in those last days, last times, right? Also in 2nd Ezra, it tells us what? Measure thou the time diligently within itself. And that's what we're doing. Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Okay? So all these signs, all these things that are happening is for the men of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to see these things and understand them and bring them out and tell the rest of the world, right? But our people, what do? They walk right on by. They don't want to hear nothing. When you talking about God, they're like, God? I thought that was a fairy tale from back in the 80s, okay? When you talk about Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, they take it as a joke. They take it as something that, you know, God exists? That's real? Let's get another scripture. And that's our people's problem, man. That's our people's fault. You know? Here it is. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is here for you. For this nation. Okay? He didn't light a candle. He didn't light a candle of understanding with these other people. He didn't Slakia. It's Isaiah. I'll get that scripture in Isaiah. He didn't put that light into any other nation. He didn't put that word into any nation. But Israel. He sent it on to us. He didn't send it to Moab. He didn't send it to Ishmael. Okay? None of the Hagarenes. He didn't send it to none of those people. He sent it to who? Yashar Allah. Our people. Okay? Israelites. Alright? But our people, you know, they sit in the background. They don't understand. They don't approach. They don't come up and learn. And hear the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because this Bible's not for everybody in the world. This Bible's for our people. Okay? When you go into the scriptures, and you could clearly identify the things that happen to us, right? And you can clearly see the things that happen to these rest of these people in the world. It's not the same, brother. Okay? They want to talk about, yeah, the so-called white man, he went through problems too. Yeah, but he didn't go through problems for hundreds of years like us in this time right here, in this time frame. Okay? What nation has suffered like us? Okay? What nation? Everybody jumps up and says, oh yeah, we all had slavery, we all went through problems. Oh, okay, all right, that's great. But which nation had a hold, or better yet, what nations had a hold of one nation, which was us, Israel, okay? Many nations, because the scriptures tell you that in Maccabees, okay, Maccabee chapter 2, verse 10, and various other scriptures, okay? They all got a hand on our spoils. They all took us, okay? Took us captive, okay? So we know that, hey, we're the Israelites. We're not foolish, okay? We can see the signs. We can see things that happened to us in the past, okay? And it still happened to us today. But yet, 2/3 of our people, they want to join hand in hand with the wicked. They want to make it seem as if, you know, that happened to everybody, so it's all right. We all went through something. We all should be one. No, the Lord has his people. And like I said, he only sprung this word up in Israel. He didn't spring it up in other nations, okay? As a matter of fact, before I got that, let me get two things. I'll go back to that. Let me go into something real quick. Well, I could quote Psalms 147, 19 and 20, right? We all know that. He didn't give this word onto the whole world. He gave it just to Israel, right? Let's go into something else here. Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 8, right? The Lord have sent a word into Jacob. You see that? He sent a word into Jacob. He didn't send this word into the whole world. He didn't send it amongst the Chinese. He didn't send it amongst the so-called white man. He didn't send it amongst nobody else but Yaquab, Jacob, okay? This word is for us. From the northern to the southern, okay? He didn't send it for the rest of you people. He sent it for Israel. Going back into this. And this word is likened unto a light, okay? Something that guides you down the street, in the dark alley, wherever it may be, okay? You need light for guidance. Especially when you're in a dark place like this world. Anyways, going back to what I was saying, you need light in a place, especially in a dark place like this world, okay? Where you got people, lesbianism, gays, all that stuff running rampant. Trying to teach our kids to be, how you call it, what they say? Binary this and binary that. Fuck out of here, man. There's only 2 genders, okay? Not no 5, 6 different. No, get the hell out of here. That's gross darkness, man. And like I said, you need a light to be guided in this world, man. So going back, and this word is likened onto a light. It is light. Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 8. The Lord sent a word into Jacob, okay, Yaquab, Israel, okay, and have lightened up, Salakia, and it have lightened up Israel, okay. They have that knowledge, wisdom, understanding. It tells you in the scriptures also too that all these other nations are going to look upon us and say, you know, let me get that as well. So great a nation. Well, I'm going to just go straight to the point. Deuteronomy chapter 4 and 7. For what nation is there so great, who have God so nigh unto them, as Yahweh our power is in all things that we call upon him for. Now when you go into Psalms, let me get it real quick. Psalms 144 and 15. Happy is that people that is in such a case. Yea, happy is that people whose God, whose power is Yahweh. Okay? So it's telling you right there, happy is, there's a people out here that should be happy because their power is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. They have it directly from the Most High, basically. Okay? Whatever we call upon in righteousness, the Lord already provided for us, man. Why do you think it tells you, Matthew 4 and 4, man don't live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord, doeth man live. Okay? Or for phrasing. But these individuals, they're, a carnal sect. They're carnal people. Okay? We understand what's going on because the Lord has shed that light, has opened that up within us. Okay? The Lord has given us that... Second Ezra chapter 14 and verse 25. Come hither. Actually, you know what? Before I get this scripture, there's another scripture I want to line up with that. So this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 14 and 25. And come hither, and I shall light a candle of understanding in thine heart, which shall not be put out till the things be performed, which thou shalt begin to write. Okay? Main point, come hither and I will give you understanding. Rough and phrasing. Okay? And the Lord said, let me get this one quickly. My phone in my pocket, you never know. It's thieves always all around. Oh yeah. So here's another thing that I wanted to get about having that understanding. Who's going to give you the understanding? Let's go to John chapter 6 and verse 44. No man can come to me except the Father which have sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. Okay? So you can't come onto this word. You can't come onto this work unless the Father draw you to this work. Unless the Father say, yeah, you're gonna come serve me, and you're gonna be following after my son. Mark chapter 9 and 7, right? So the understanding comes from the Most High. So you gotta imagine this now. If somebody said to you, yo, come through this door right here, you know? So you get to the door, you go to open up the door now. But when you try to open up the door, it's not opening, it's locked. You find it's locked. But then you see the man that was calling you, you know? And he ushers you over, he says, come. I called you. Takes out a key, opens up the door, and brings you in. And then when you go in, there's a library, there's books, there's everything. There's a little TV, computer, study center, all of that. So Yahweh Shai has to open up that door, has to come in and sit and sup with you, okay? And the Father says that. The Father says, look, you can't come serve unless I draw you, okay? To go serve my son, to follow after what he's doing, okay? So there's no jumping over the wall. There's no trying to climb in some other way. You can't, okay? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, when he knocks, that's an express. Express. That's the express bus. It doesn't stop here, it stops up there. So when he opens up that gate of understanding to you, that door of understanding, you can't get it no other how, okay? Your door is locked. The computers, the artworks, the you know, everything is behind the door. You know, all the study equipment you need is behind the door. All the secrets, all the mysteries is behind the door. Okay? And you can't get those mysteries unless the Father had written it this way, that look, these individuals are gonna come serve my son. And guess what? The spirit of the spirit of the prophets are subjected onto who? Other people in the world? No, they're subjected onto the very same prophets, okay? When the prophet goes down in one life, on to 3 or 4 generations, risen back up again, comes back in his stead. That's why I started out with Daniel, chapter, 12 and 4? Where it told Daniel, shut it up, it's going to be sealed, and at the end, I don't want to butcher it, but it was told to him to seal it up, right? And now the end, in these last days and times, we're the ones out here reopening the book, starting with Ava Bibbins, okay? Just like the scripture that said. Let me get that real quick. And when we come out here, there's no baffling, there's no getting stuck, there's no, we're just flowing, okay? What the Lord said to do, okay? Because if the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is with you, I mean, you could come out here with like Apostle Elder Tahar always said, you could come out here with 2 scriptures, man. As long as the Spirit is working with you, you're going to see. There's a lot to speak about, man. There's a lot of things we got to identify and line it up with the scriptures. So when we come out here, we don't jumble our words. We don't get stuck. We can clearly see the vision of what's happening. Because the Lord has, I drawed you out from many. I drawed you out, set you up. These are the men here that are going to serve my son. That's what I wanted. That's how I wanted it written. You know? If they shall perish this way, they shall perish this way. Simple and plain. We're happy with whatever the Lord has set up. We're happy because look, we're in the truth. We know this word. Okay? That's it. We got faith in our belief. We put our trust into Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We don't put our trust into lying words. And we do this work. Okay? Now this is what happened. Spirits of the prophets are subjected unto the prophets. Malachi chapter 4 and 6. Salakia 4 and 5. Behold, I will send you Elijah, the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Okay? And that's what he did. He sent, through the Spirit, you have faith and belief that Ava Bibbins was that Elijah being sent back. To do what? Here, let's get it. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to the fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. Okay? And we've been turned back to doing our ways, looking upon our forefathers' ways, okay? And doing those things which are written in the scriptures for us to do. Because the Lord lit that candle of understanding, put that remembrance in us. He said in those days, what? They shall remember themselves in the land of their captivity in Baruch. Baruch chapter 2, up in the 30th verse around there. He said in the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves. Also too in Revelation, it says that great fear fell upon them when they saw them to rise, okay? Because we were in a dead state. And no man suffered, and no man suffered those bodies to be put in graves. Yeah, they had no closure, no identity. Keep them in that dead state. But when the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai arose upon us, and we arose upon our feet, that's when great fear fell upon them, because they say, yo, how the hell these people realize who they are? That's when they, these elites, they know that the scriptures is true, but, the ones on the side, they started to get real scared. That's why it tells you that in Revelation that the devil knoweth that he hath but a short time. Also too in I think that's James, it says that the devils know and do fear and do tremble. Anyways, let's get back into this. So that's what's happened, okay? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has revealed his spirit unto us, has risen us back up at these last days and times, and we're out here to do our work, okay? Because we can see, we have the vision of what's going on and what's happening, okay? A lot of these people out here, they don't know. They're just in a state of loss. And especially our people. Remember in Jeremiah chapter 17 and 4, it tells you that you shall discontinue from your heritage. Hosea 1 and 10, if I'm not mistaken, in the land where it said that they're not my people, right? There shall they be called, roughly phrasing, okay? So basically the Lord is returning his spirit onto us, giving us that holy knowledge, wisdom, understanding of who we were and what to do, okay? And that's Yapa. Only the Lord can do that, man. We've got these other individuals out here like Whole Crab and all the rest of them. And you can just walk up to the church and go serve him. Do whatever you want. And the Lord gave us instructions right here. He gave us instructions inside the book, man. He didn't tell us to go to some theologian school. He didn't tell us to go to some cemetery school, man, and learn and try to learn from dead men who have no good works about the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. They can't even say the name. So going back into this, John chapter 6 and verse 65, and he said, therefore said I unto you that no man can come unto me except it were given unto him of my Father. Okay, so you can't find yourself trying to jump into this. The only people who are going to do this is the elect. The only people who are going to come out here and serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and do this type of work is the elect. Okay, and Lord willing that we be part of that number, because just because you out here today, tomorrow, next week, a year from now, 2 years from now, the third year, maybe the Lord might just say, yo, put it in the spirit that he doesn't want to do this no more. You know? You got to pray on to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that he doesn't take that spirit away from you, man. Because remember, this is all given of you, right? This is all given of you. You didn't just wake up and say, let me take this. No, this is given. Father read it, say, yeah, you're going to serve, pluck them out, reserve them. Reserve the 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to Baal, right? So while it's good, get it, okay? While it's good, get it. Because a lot of these situations and things that are happening, we can see 2 years, maybe not even probably, okay? The way the so-called white man is pushing this chip, you know, the way that he's moving, you could tell, man. Like, you just look around, look around in your neighborhood, okay? Look at all the prices on food rising right now. Look at all the inflation that's happening right now, okay? That's not just a coincidence, man. That's written actually within the scriptures. These are all prophecies. These are all things that shall come to pass, man, and are going to happen, okay? That's why I said to prophesy, say before, you know? And that's what we're out here doing. We're telling you before ahead of time so you can try and get right. You don't want to try and get right? Well, that's your ass. The amount of times the apostle elders been out on the highways and byways, you know, 2, 3, 4 hour classes, you know, even longer than that. Sometimes they'd be out from like what? I think they used to say from like early in the day to like fucking wee at night, man. You know. And look out of how much of those people that actually stopped, took the word in, listened, and kept on going till now, to this time, up onto this time, you know. You got Apostle Elder Ramla, you got Apostle Elder Ricard, Gabar, right? And other elders too. Apostle Elder Tahar, you know. They've been out there laboring for quite some time, man. Okay? Damn near almost my whole lifetime. Okay? I would say I was about 10 years old, 9 years old when they started laboring. You know, out in the highways and byways. I was a little 9-year-old boy. Now I'm a 40-year-old man. That's a fucking long time, yo. Like, when I look at that like that, like, man, but when you were like, anybody who's actually my age, but when you were 9 years old, 10 years old, your apostle elders were out there laboring. Let's say it like this now. By the time you got to 12 now, they're still out there. 15, they're still out there. 16, 17, they're still out there. 20 years old, They still there, 25 years old, you know? Damn, that's a long time for them to be servicing out there on the highways and byways, man. They're out there for over 30, 35 years, man. Servicing, okay? Giving you the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And they still haven't stopped, okay? And they still haven't switched up either. They told us about some of the elders, some of the old school heads, right? They switched up. Some did disappearing acts, you know. Then they pop back up, you know. But our apostle elders, they've been there for the whole time. They never changed the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you know. When anytime there was some kind of I don't want to say problem, but anytime there's something to do with the doctrine and there needed to be a correction, okay? They did it publicly, they did it openly, they did it secretly, or you know, no, they did it right there. Look, anytime also too, they're wrong about a situation or anything like that, they publicly apologize. They openly apologize to the people, okay? Whoever it may be. But now when you look at these other groups, you know, MOTB ain't what it is, Jacob's Trouble ain't what it is, Edomites can make it. You know, these are just fucking prideful and proud things that these people are just, you know, continuing on. You can see who, you know, who has it from who doesn't really have it, man. Because here it is, our apostle elders are being, you know, if a man goes off, you know, rebuke him, you know, show him that love, give him that open rebuke, better than secret love. But when it comes to these other individuals, and they know they're wrong, you're gonna hear no apology, man. You're gonna hear no apology. You're gonna hear nothing about the situation. You know, all you're gonna do is just gonna go under the carpet, and they ain't gonna do nothing about it. They're gonna keep the how they say, keep the wheels moving. They don't care, okay? But anyways, going back into that light, you ain't getting this truth unless Yahweh Hashem Yahushai open your eyes to it, okay? Open you up to it. Like that candle understanding within you. And you ain't getting it unless the Father draw you to it, okay? Written it down that way, that you are gonna serve His Son, okay? So going into this is how you get that this is how you quench that thirst, okay? Let me say it like that. This is how you quench that thirst. John chapter 7 and verse 37. In the last day, the great day of the feast, Yahweh Shai stood and cried, saying, if any man thirst, let him come drink. Slakia, if any man thirst, let him come unto me and drink. He that believeth on me, as scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Okay? But going back into this, it says that he that believeth on me, as the scripture have said. Okay? So we believe in Yahweh Shai. Okay? As scriptures is written, as is told, you know, those ones that are going to believe are going to believe. And we're the believers. We're the body of believers. That's why you don't see us out here with some vain philosophies, acting as if we're thirsty. We're not thirsty. Our belly's full. And that's all coming through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I mean, you're gonna be a thirsty cat out here if the Lord ain't working with you. The Lord is well working with us, man. Our bones are fat. Okay? We have the understanding of this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. These are the individuals out here, they lost, like they would say, they lost the oil. Okay? The apostle elders, they never lost no oil. When wintertime comes, you don't see them taking no breaks. Like I said before, 48 or more. Okay? 48 or more in a year. And for those who know, they will know. You know? We out here more than these other people. These other people ain't out here on the highways and byways more than 48 times a year. Because like we said, camp 4 times, the least 4 times a month. Okay? After that,
I'm looking for Whitfield Velasco's mass camp.
who?
Whitfield Velasco's masquerade camp. It's supposed to be 100 Keel Street.
That says 529 there.
The center is supposed to be 100.
Keel Center? That's what they said?
But on this says
Because that's down there is 3 something, and then further down would be like 100. What is? You find it?
it says it's getting different things today. Directions to Keel Center, 330 Keel Street. This isn't 33 Keel Street, 330 Keel Street. This is the
300.
junction. Where's the junction?
Right down. Well, this is the junction right here, but down there is the actual Keel and Dundas.
Oh, okay.
Right here we're at Keel in West Toronto. Right there is Keel and St. Clair. But this is the Keel Center right here.
But there's nobody in here.
Um,
Last time I saw some lights way down.
Yeah, upstairs they could be open as well, and around the back and around the side there. Is it? What is it you're looking
It's
for?
a masquerade camp, you know where they make the costumes and stuff like that?
Yeah, that would probably be down
All
this
the way-
side here.
yeah. Okay,
Right here.
I'm gonna check. If
Okay.
not, I'll have to go further.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think it's down there. This says Keel Center. That was either upstairs or on this one.
Yeah.
I doubt in the back because that's where the trucks come in,
Okay.
right? I don't even see the. Is there somebody sitting inside that? Inside the office right there. That little office.
It says that he's at unit 101.
Oh, then they would be on this side then.
Because there says 101.
See what this says? 033A?
Uh-huh.
You said something that says 033.
9.
Nice. So it has to be
Further
inside
down.
of this, inside of here, because this is the top of the block there. Then.
Okay,
It has to
I'll
be down
check
there.
it. Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. So going back into the scriptures, let's get into something as well. See, yeah. So as I was saying. They said that the apostle elders lost the oil, you know. The apostle elders never lost no oil. They're how could they lose the oil? They've been out there for over 30 years, man. Since I was a 9-year-old boy, okay? They've been out there on the highways and byways putting in work, doing what they're supposed to do, okay? And meanwhile, a lot of y'all was damn near in diapers, man. They didn't even exist, some of y'all. And some of y'all coming up, like those guys in Sakari, or Sakari, whatever the hell their name, those wicked ass individuals. And I say, I don't give, hey, I'll say it just like that. That's a wicked group right there, man. You got them niggas carrying AR-15s, Glocks, FNs, extendum mags, all types of shit, man. Where's your faith and where's your trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai? that goes to show that there right there shows exactly, man. You got brothers in other states where they're allowed to carry weapons, where they're allowed to carry guns, but do they? No. The brothers go out there on the highways and byways and present their bodies a living sacrifice onto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai properly. Not no false balance, not no false way. That group there is a wicked ass group, man. You got that nigga, the top one, whatever the fuck, what's his name? Man, I forget his name, man. Alizé, whatever the fuck, and then next one, Dunkin' Donuts, Deacon Carr or whatever. This is a bunch of wicked ass young individuals, man. You had those other individuals from, what is it, Detroit or Chicago, tried and refine. You actually got the gall, you actually got the nerve to speak against somebody who's been out there since you were in damn diapers, okay? Even before you knew your functions, all right? And they've been out there on the highways and byways preaching Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But then you're speaking disrespectfully to them. The scriptures tell you to, oh, you know what? Let me get Romans. Let me go into the attitude that they got. It tells you in Romans, man. Proud, disobedient, you know? We just had to switch it up a little bit. You know, they said that the apostles, these nuances, these upstarts, even though they've been out there for quite some time, give it what it is, man. Because you guys, in all perspectives, when you look at the amount of years that the apostle elders have been out there on the highways and byways, you guys are nuanced. Yeah. Me, you know, if I could, I'm like a piece of sand compared to the time that the apostle elders have been doing this work. Same thing with the Sakari group, okay? All you guys are a bunch of upstarts, man. A bunch of new guys, okay? You sat and watched the apostle elders, I don't give a fuck, 10 years or less, you know? You sat and watched the apostle elders, then you know, just like everybody else. We learned from our apostle elders, then we got out there on the highways and byways, but you guys are disrespectful, man. Bunch of disrespectful nuances, man. Pay respect where respect's due. But you know what? This is something that shows that you guys got fucking ego, okay? When the apostle elders approach you about a situation, don't lie. When apostle elders approach you about a situation, your ego starts to fill you up, and you start to get frustrated. You start to, all right, look, they're picking on us. What's the show about that? Let's go back to that song that was really senseless, that idiot had made, okay? I'm gonna call you what you is, man. You guys are damn idiots, man. Ernie and Bert. The GMS is hating on me because I got a Benz. Nigga, your flow is whack, first of all. You ruined that song for Kodiak Black. And nobody ain't hating on you because you bought a stupid ass Benz, okay? Who the fuck cares about your Benz, man? It's just the attitude and the way you roll with it, okay? If I was all up in the camera trying to show off my watch, yo, look, you know, everywhere that I go, I'm flipping up my sleeves and showing off my watch, you know. Somebody's up on the podium, and they call me to come up. And as soon as I hear my name, I'm fixating myself and fixing my chain and make sure that the biggest earrings are in, and yo, get the diamond ring right, spit shining, and you guys are full of fucking ego and pride, man. And we see it. So it's not about your stupid material, stupid Benz. You got brothers who got Benz. I used to have a fucking Benz. The S-Class, better than your shit, nigga. And my shit was real. My shit was made out of heavy duty steel, okay? The windows were fucking this thick, all right? Fuck out of here. Who cares about your stupid little fucking, your stupid North American Benz, man? My Benz was actually from Germany, bitch. You open up that bitch, you couldn't read it because it was in German. Engine handcrafted, okay? So what? I threw it in the fucking garbage. All for this word, all for this truth. But you niggas, okay? You niggas, that's what you exactly are. You niggas, you just like Esau Edom, a base man. Whatever you guys see you want, hey, I gotta put my hand in, I gotta mix it with the truth. I'm calling you guys out for what the fuck you are. All your little hip hop videos and look, don't. These guys are a bunch of fucking little retards, man. Retarded, slow of mind, man. Amos chapter 5 and verse 23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows. Okay? You don't want to hear that crap. The Lord don't want to hear your bullshit music. Okay? Which is not even music, man. The song says sing unto Yahweh. Sing unto Yahweh. Sing unto Yahweh what? Rap shit? No, sing unto Yahweh this music right here. Lord has made you a musician. Now you fucked it up. You want to join mainstream. You want to go out there and be a rapper, okay? But meanwhile, all those rappers are perverse. They're against the law, statutes, and commandments. They don't adhere to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But for some odd reason, you want to mix that with the truth. You want to put hip-hop into rap, hip-hop into the truth, into the word. It doesn't work that way, okay? It can't work that way. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai don't require that crap, okay? That's a loser-ass type of mentality you guys got. But let's go into this real quick. Romans chapter 1 and verse 28, even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. And right now, what are you guys doing that are not convenient? You're being disobedient to your parents, okay? Who's your spiritual parents? Who's your spiritual fathers, man? Who'd you learn this word from? Who brought you up, okay? But yeah, you want to push them off to the side and you want to act like you big now. The shit that came out of your mouth about the apostle elders, you guys should be put to you know what? And a whole bunch of you motherfuckers too. Not trying to respect their persons, no. But you individuals learn this truth from them. We're following what the scriptures say. You individuals learn this truth from them, but then you turn your face as if you know it, and you came out with it, and then you want to, you know, act all like tough and like you, how is I gonna get you niggas and all that bullshit. Shut the fuck up, Ernie and Bert. Anyways, going back into this. Being filled with all unrighteousness, covetousness, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignant whisperers, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedience to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affections, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them. And you guys have pleasure in trying to cuss off your apostle elders. You think it's a joke. You're being disobedient to your parents, man. Now, you know, when the apostle elders get on us about something, we don't jump up and say, you know what, we're leaving. The door's right there, nigga, go. Get out. We don't need that type of schism amongst us. We don't need no schism amongst us. Okay? And you type of individuals bring schism into the house of Israel. All these guys with their different philosophies and all that, hey, the MOTBA, what the MOTBA says, schisms in the whole house of Israel, okay? Your doctrine's off. You don't even call them by the name of Yahushua. You say, Christ bless. We're just going through the list, you know? All these type of things you individuals do, man. And expect, you know, as to be saved or to be looked at or lauded. Or, you guys got a corrupt fucking mind, man. But anyways, going back into this, let's get into a scripture here. know what's going on here. And you individuals act like you forgot Yahweh Shai, man. You individuals act like, you know, they ain't no Yahweh Shai. Yeah, so anyways, going back into this, yeah, you get afraid when you catch me watching, yeah? Yeah, so you individuals act like they know Yahweh Shai, right? You individuals out there, you 2/3, back to you 2/3. You act like ain't no Yahweh Shai. We don't gotta listen what you saying, you know? Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Okay? So they, you know, because they don't see action happening right away, they don't see actions for their behavior right away, you know, they don't get that judgment right away. They're like, they ain't no God. You telling us stories, okay? So those type of individuals, they have no faith within this word, okay? Some individuals, they come into this truth, knowing the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, they learn all that, right? And then they take it, hijack it, and they use it for fucking filthy lucre. They use it for money, okay? Use it for gain, worldly gain, things of the world, right? That's how they use this truth. They use it and abuse the truth, man. They rob the Most High, okay? But that's the attitude of 2/3. Because they ain't see something happening right away. Like right now, today. You know, they're like, they ain't no God. These guys just, you know. And then they go, well, what about the Muslims? You know, what about their God? And hey, man, there's only one God. There's only one power. And that's Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Anything else than that is uncivilized, man. Okay? Anything else in these scriptures is uncivilized, man. I don't want it. We don't want it. Okay? So going back into this, before I got off there, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, right? You don't get these mysteries unless Yahweh Hashem Yahushua reveal these things onto you, okay? There's no other way that you're gonna get this, man. Okay? You can't just jump over the wall and boof, that's it. The Most High gave it to you. Now you're great. Now you know. First Corinthians chapter 2. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and 7. But we speak wisdom of God in the mystery, even hidden wisdom, which God ordained before the world unto our glory. Like I said, a whole bunch of noise for nothing, man. I hate those things. I mean, I like motorcycles and shit, but shit, man, that's fucking unnecessary, man. But anyways, let me go back to this and say it again. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 7. But we speak the wisdom of God in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom, which God ordained before the world unto our glory. Okay? So we understand that hidden mystery. We understand the secrets that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has laid out in these books. That's why in Matthew it tells us that what? It's for you to know. Why speakest thou in parables? Because it's for you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. Okay? As a matter of fact, bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Matthew chapter 13. Is it 13 or 13 and 12? Matthew chapter 13. Come on now. Prince of the ear. Matthew chapter 13. And we'll start from verse 9. Who have ears to hear, let them hear. And And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? And he answered and said, verse 11, and he answered and said unto them, because it is written, Slakia, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. Okay? So unto us we are given the understanding. Back in 2nd Ezra chapter 14, 25, he lit that candle of understanding. The Most High is who brought us near, okay? Who brought us onto his Son, so we could get the understandings of these things. So we can know, okay? So we can work, right? So we can do this work now before fucking, all this shit gets wrapped up. That's why it's saying, measure thou the time diligently within itself. And that's what we do, okay? We see what's happening. We see what's, and even the scriptures tell us that in these times here, you're going to have people of the circumcision. Like I said, Romans chapter 1, those are disobedient appearance and all that type of, all of that is going to get mustered up right now. We understand that we're in the last days, man. In the last time. Because there are certain prophecies that will be happening. The MOTB, Gog and Magog getting ready to hit, America, Babylon, right? Isaiah chapter 47, the Lord is making her bare, is stripping her, making her nude so everybody can see her folly, okay? And you people out there with no understanding, how is America Babylon? How is these scriptures coming to pass? I just don't see it. Because you don't have, you're blind, man. You don't have understanding. Look, the Lord didn't give you that understanding. And as far as I'm concerned, you can't just buy understanding. Okay? Just like you can't buy the fear of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. There's something that's got to be installed and given onto you, okay? Because you have to be able to see. You got to be able to hear to comprehend, okay? And we see the things that are happening around us. We see all the things that are happening around us. We hear the things that are happening around us, okay? We comprehend what's going on. We have the vision. Okay? We've been given that sight from the Lord. We've been given that here, look, here's a big ass candle. Here's some oil. Here's your lamp. We've been given all of that. Okay? So we can peer around and see. You say, you see that? Look at the gas prices going up. You know what that is? That's America being empty. That's inflation. That's the rising prices. That's famines about to come. Okay? Which are already here. Looking around. Oh shit! You see, they burnt down so much. They burned down so many mills where they got wheat. Now there's a shortage on wheat. Fish. There's a shortage on fish. There's a shortage on meat. There's a shortage on everything, man. All by design. And if you can't see it, if you don't have ears to hear and eyes to see, which Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, that understanding demands. You're not going to understand it, man. You're going to be like, well, how long before they build a new one? It'll be all right. They'll get something up, That's that Psalms 49:11 type attitude. The inward thought is that their houses shall continue on forever. But the Lord said no. 2nd Ezra 9:6. And also, Ecclesiastes chapter what? Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Time and purpose. Season for everything. Daniel chapter 17, the Most High ruled in the kingdom of men. And on top of that too, this is a wicked and adulterous generation and a wicked adulterous kingdom, man. All these people do out here is they got vanity, man. Vanity upon vanity, okay? Vanity, says the preacher. All is vanity. Ecclesiastes. But anyways, yeah, all this vanity out here, man. I went to the dollar store the other day, which they should really call it the $5 store. Everything underneath $5. A brother said that the other day on the comment board. He goes, "Dollar store, I should fucking sue." I was thinking it while he was saying it, but he said that the dollar store shouldn't be called the dollar store no more. And I'm like, yeah, you should fucking sue them, yo. How you call it the dollar store and everything is above $1. There's nothing in that store is for $1. Okay, it should be called the $5 store. Everything below $5. Okay, but as you can see, all these famines, the gas prices rising. Now, when you look at gas, take into account that gas is moves shit around. Okay, even money. Well, Slovakia, they got the digital way of trying to move money around, right? But gas moves food around. Gas moves equipment around. Gas moves cars around. Gas moves everything around, okay? That's what gas is there for. You get in the plane, you set it, boom, boom. You get in the cargo and the ship, boom, boom. You get in the cars, you move, boom, boom, boom. That's it. So without the gas there, without the gas, yeah, you don't know already. Without the gas, right? Nothing is gonna move. So all the famine, all the food, all these things burning down, all these things. This is all designed by construction, man. See? And you know the construction, the way that they did it. These elites, they're pushing for these things to be done. Hello. They're pushing for these things to be done. Okay? You know? They're pushing for these things to be done. To be ushered in. So they can get their MOTV sliding in there. Okay? Because look at this now. If you don't have gas to bring in bread, food, all this thing, blah, 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 soon enough, work on all levels is going to slow down. Take the food industry and push it to the side, because that shit was slow. Right there, that's done, okay? Everybody need food for work. What are you going to do? Drink water at work all day? This place is finished, man. Without the food and the gas, you guys are done. And then the rolling blackouts? Come on, man. You don't see what's going on. You must be blind. Okay? So going back into 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and 7, but we speak the wisdom of God in the mystery, even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto our glory. Yeah. These things that we're speaking right here, you know, we're making it plain. We're bringing it out to you. We're extracting out the scripture and giving you it and showing and saying, look, you see there? That right there, for that. You see that? That lines up with this. You see that? Okay, watch this now. That line up with this. Bop, bop, bop. Simple and plain, man. We're not trying to give you, a meal that's diced up of different meats. We know that you guys can't ingest things like that. So we have to, spoon feed you here and spoon feed you there, spoon feed you there. But the most important thing is that we're bringing it out. We're letting y'all know, okay? We're not holding it in. Hey. Psalms chapter 40 and verse 8. I delight to do thy will, O God. Yea, thy law is within my heart, within the mind, the heart. I have preached righteousness in the great congregation. Lo, look, I have not refrained my lips, O Yahweh, thou knowest. I have not hid thy righteousness within my heart, within thy mind. Some individuals, they walk around like that, They got this word. They know they're Israelite. They've been sitting there for like 3-4 years, hearing us speak, but yet they're not on the highways and byways teaching their brother and sister. Okay, that's what the job of an Israelite is to do. Okay, Proverbs chapter 8. You're supposed to learn this word, get out there and go teach others also. Okay, you're not supposed to just sit inside and be like, yeah, I'm good. That festers situations to come up. And those situations that might come up is you start a page, okay? You ain't showing your face. You learn from the brothers. You're selling precepts. You're selling breakdowns. You got commercials and copyright, all this bullshit on your fucking videos. So some of these people actually learn this word to go try and physically sell it. You know? Hey, that's why the Lord is gonna tell some people when he returns, they're gonna say, Lord, Lord, didn't I serve you? Didn't I do your works? Wasn't I, calling upon your name? Let's say, get the hell away from me, man. I never knew you, worker of iniquity. Get the fuck away from me. It's because you got the name Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You think you saved? You're supposed to be out here doing this work. In all honesty, truth, and sincerity, okay? And when you line those words up, they all line up into one. That's why I always say in all honesty, truth, and sincerity, okay? And like I said, you line them all up, they're all one. They all lead back to each other, okay? Anyways, going back into this, verse 10, Psalms 40 and 10, I have not hid thy righteousness within my heart. I have declared thy faithfulness and thy salvation. I have not concealed thy loving kindness and thy truth from the great congregation. Okay? So we've not withheld our tongue. We got our sword wet. Okay? We came out here and did this work. Alright? A lot of you individuals out there, like I said, from 48 plus, first 48. 48, no, it's serious though. You individuals, your camp leaders are telling you garbage, man. They have you as part-time Israelites. You understand? Your camp leaders got you as part-time fucking Israelites, man. They don't got you out there doing this work in all honesty, truth, and sincerity. Hold on, let me move this around. They don't got you out there doing this in all honesty, truth, and sincerity. The top man out there, he doing it for money. He doing it for money and you don't even know, okay? He's getting that skarol. He's getting that money, that cash, okay? And he got you out there as a foot soldier, running around thinking that he really praises the Most High, that he really loves the Most High, that but you out there as a foot soldier, okay? You out there as a foot soldier for him, preaching his garbage, telling people garbage, okay? You're not even speaking the real words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, okay? Salakia. Just realized that. Okay, you out there being a foot soldier for him, preaching and teaching something that is not the true word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and then long do behold, the man comes to you, gives you an opportunity. Hey, you've been out there for quite a while, done. You've been putting in work, done. You got our name out there, done. I see you brought in some new recruits too. We gonna have a talk with you later on tonight. A couple of us and the elders gonna have a talk with you later on tonight. They bring you in a room, sit you down, start picking your brain. They don't really go into it too much. They just start picking your brain to see where you at with certain things. And then after that, what they do? They start on a low level, they start introducing you to money. Hey brother, listen, you gotta sell some garments. Here, look, we're gonna put you on this website. You start getting lifted up in your head. You start getting prideful. You start, you start like a bird. You start getting puffed up and flying up. Hey brother, we're gonna put you. You're gonna sell some garments. We're gonna sell some t-shirt fringes, and then eventually, what happens? Hey brother, we're gonna be doing the live broadcast. There's money. There's money there, right? What do you mean? Donations, da. You'll get your name. We'll put your name up there on the screen. Your own Instagram page. Donation. Money. So they start filling up his head. Now it ain't about Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Now it's about winning, getting that money, getting that bag, right? And on top of that too, they give you points. brother, you brought 10 people in this week, man. And you sold like fucking 300 t-shirt fringes, man. We gotta give, yo, this brother's got, he's down for the cause, right? Let's go into Isaiah chapter 56, verse 10. His watchmen are blind, they are all ignorant, they are all dumb dogs that cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. Yea, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough. They are shepherds that cannot understand. Yeah, and that they don't understand that the severity, the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They don't understand that, okay? Because they wouldn't be playing around and screwing around with the Lord's work. You know, when they go into scriptures, even that too they can't understand. Okay, there's no understanding within them. Okay, they just using and abusing, slapping together as they go, steal a little bit here, steal a little bit there, take a little bit from the apostle elders. You know, they'll watch their videos and be like, oh, that, you know, that sounds good. That's true. Let's add that in there. Let's add that in. You know, that's exactly how they are, man. So anyways, going back into this. Yea, they are all greedy dogs, which can never have enough, and they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way, every one, for his gain from his quarter. Okay. So you see, these individuals, they don't care about the truth. They don't care about Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They care about how much money they can actually make. They care about how much money, the here and now, what they can make off this truth. Okay. Because really and truly, they don't see the spiritual payoff. They don't see those treasures stacked up in heaven, where men can't break in and corrupt and steal, right? But what they do see is the physicality, the temporal shit out here, okay? That's what they do see. And with that, in which they do see, they run after. Using this word, using and abusing the word, okay, of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because you're supposed to be using this word for those worldly gain, okay? You've been given something that many people can't understand, man. You know, to a degree, you know, because here it is, you walked into the truth. You never knew the name of Yahweh. You never knew the name of Yahweh Shai, Proverbs chapter 30 and 4. You know, you never knew those names. Only until it was revealed, those secrets, going back into 1 Corinthians, only until those secrets were revealed unto you, then you knew, okay? So, bottom line, you ain't supposed to use the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai as some fucking, you know, some kind of ticket, some kind of money scheme, okay? And a lot of these guys, they use this truth as a money scheme too. Well, go on. You know, they use this truth as a money scheme thing, right? They're not supposed to use this truth as a money scheme thing. You're supposed to be actually fearing and looking for that salvation, okay, of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But anyways, going back into Corinthians once again. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and 7. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 7. But we speak the wisdom of God in the mystery, even the hidden wisdom, which God ordained before the world unto our glory, which none of the princes of this world knew. For if they had known it, they would have if they had known it, they would have not crucified the Lord of glory. But as it is written, I have not seen, ear have not heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God hath prepared for them that love him. And we're the ones that love him. And how do we love him? When you go into John, it tells you what? Keep his commandments are not grievous. When you go into Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and 13, let's get it real quick. And these are things we gotta constantly go over, because Jake, they got a attention span like a goldfish, man. You tell them something, is out their brain the next second. They don't understand, man. So that's why we don't waste our time on people. You know? You wanna know something? You come up here and you ask. You stand here and you dive into it. You eat. Okay? Because we serving up a hot meal. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Okay? So that's what we do. We keep those commandments. We keep those things. That's why the Lord is still working with us. Okay? Lord willing that he continues to work with us on to the end. Because you're not, just because you got this word don't mean that you guarantee a ticket on all the way to the end. The Lord may have brought you in to do this work so he could catch some people and condemn them, like right in their face. Then on top of that, he might take you and just go, I don't need you, discard of you. Boy, he takes it a joke. It's not a joke. That's why we tell you, hey, scriptures tell you that Psalms 51, cast not thy presence away from me, take not thy Holy Spirit away from me. Why? You're going to be walking around as one of those princes who knew not this truth, okay? Because honestly and truthfully, when you step out of this truth, when you do this, and start living in vanity, and start living in an imaginary world, when you start doing that shit, you start slowly but surely, what the fuck, yo? Wow. These people got no fucking sense in their head, man. Both of them, I would say, because this guy's speeding, that guy fucking speeding, this guy cuts right here to cut around the road. Madness, man. And that guy's still speeding to catch the red light. These people fucking mash up. But anyways, when you step back into the world, you're as one of those people or princes that didn't know this truth, man. Okay? The Lord starts to take things away from you. You forget the name. You forget everything. Then eventually you start walking around like the rest of these people. And he'll send you little blips. You know? You might see something on YouTube. You feel ashamed and, say to yourself, damn, I used to be in that truth, I used to do that, man. But yeah, I used to be out there. And then I gave it up. Now I'm a heathen. You know what? You definitely don't want that to happen to you. That's a scary thing. You start walking in the world like the rest of these people, think you got a part in this world. Forget about that shit, yo. All these things out here are temporal. You know how I know? Because the scriptures say that. And you know how I know? It's common fucking sense. Okay? You die, your body goes into the earth, it gets eaten by worms. These cars, leave it out, slide it in the sun for a while and see what happens. Just the sun alone, the radiation beats off that metal, beat off the paint. Bam, rust starts to, it goes back to the earth, eventually, okay? These briars and thorns will come up and fucking eat these houses, man. Eventually. It's all temporal. And on top of that too, the Lord promised that he's gonna burn this bitch. So I know, hey, none of my shit's gonna survive. None of your shit's gonna survive. I wonder if diamonds are gonna pop that day so high. So high, the thermal. I wonder if diamonds are gonna pop and explode, man. People will. All the little underlying gas lines that they got will. Okay? Everything here is temporal. Everything here is temporal, man. But our kingdom, the kingdom to come, okay, is a world without end. Now try to fit that into your head. Okay? It's a world without end. We won't have to see the little piggies on the block no more harassing us, okay? We won't have to we won't have to be sitting on the block and the niggas rolling up looking at us like, the hood niggas, We won't feel that where your own people walk by, your own sister and brother and they're like, you feel that no more, man. All that shit's gonna be done away with. Even all those things are temporal, okay? So that is what's hidden within the hidden mystery of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, within his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that he's given unto his men, okay? But as it is written, it said that what? They have ears, they have eyes, but they don't see, and they have ears and they don't hear. That's why when you go into Revelation chapter 1 and 3, and Revelation chapter 3 and 10 or 11, somewhere around there, he who have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. It's very important, man. Very important, okay? And a lot of individuals out here, they think it's a joke. I don't listen to them. They're just talking old words. Whatever they want to speak, they're speaking, and we're speaking out the scriptures. We're speaking what Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has ordained us to speak. A lot of times, like even now, I got a list written down where I'm supposed to be hitting up certain topics. I only hit one fucking thing off the list. That's it. Daniel's 12 and 4. All right. Anyways, going back into this. That's how the Lord works, man. He's the one he's the author. He's the one dealing with, this over here, blah, 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 blah. And he done it through his son, because when you go to Ephesians chapter 3 and 9, it says it right there. Let's go into this. Verse 10, 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 10, but God have revealed them unto us by his Spirit, for the Spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of God. Okay? So by his Spirit, he relating these things onto us, man. Through his Spirit. Remember, he said that he's going to pour out his Spirit upon all flesh, right? So the individuals that are going to get this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, that he wants to get the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, they're the ones who are going to be speaking it, okay? It's plain, it's common fucking sense. Unto us, we have that understanding to say, yeah, we see it, Lord. We know the rest of y'all don't. That's why you got the TD Jakes, the TD Snakes Fakes, whatever. The Apostle Geo Jennings, all these fools, the Joel Osteens, all these liars, man. Okay, that's why you have, the Lord said what? He made one to be perverse and one to be righteous, man. What does it say in the scriptures? Two things that you could bank on in life. Life and death, poverty and riches, or being poor and rich, okay? That's the same thing set up over here now. We got the truth, and the rest of those people, they're on the left-hand side, okay? They're that opposition, okay? We were set up for good, and they were set up for bad. They were set up to teach that dirty wine, and we were set up to teach the righteous, okay? That water, that when you drink it, your belly full, and you're gonna have rivers of living water flowing out of you, man, when you speak, okay? Now going back into jumping up to verse 15, but he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judge of no man. For who have known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Hamashiach. We have the mind of the Lord, man. Okay? The Lord put those things within us. He's got his men out here doing his work. Okay? Whether you like it or not, whether you be like, oh, you guys are fakes. We don't care what you guys think. Okay? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has revealed these things from his spirit onto our spirit. And we're going to keep barking these things. As a matter of fact, hold on. We're going to keep barking these things. We're going to keep barking. We're going to keep doing our job, man. Isaiah chapter 62 and verse 6, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day or night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, of Yahweh, while Yahushai, right? Because we all hear, we constantly, if there was a counter, counting how much times that we say the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you see it's a lot, okay? And we make mention of the Lord, oh yes, daily, okay? Keep not silent. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night. Ye that make mention of Yahweh, keep not silent, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. Okay? So we're waiting till Yahweh Hashem Yahushai does what he's supposed to do. He said that he's gonna do that. Okay? So we're gonna continue on. We ain't gonna give up. We're gonna, hey, slide me a little bread on the side, and I'm gonna sneak some shit in there. You know? None of that. We're not up to that. Okay? What we're up to is to preach the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and do his work. Okay? Because what's written in these scriptures to come, like I said, all this shit's temporal. All this shit gonna eat dirt. All this shit gonna eat fire. Okay? So what's the sense of me standing here saying, yeah, you know what? Let me go join up and be stupid. Let me go fucking link up with the rest of the world. Let me go put my mind into this world, into this vanity. Yeah, you know what? Let me go get a new job so I can build a big house. You know what? Let me buy a house here. Let me buy a house back. No. All that shit is bullshit, man. Lord said, find those good soldiers, man, who's not going to war and entangle himself in this world, okay? Any good soldier of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is not going to entangle himself within this world, within the affairs of this world, man. Because they're what? They're renewed in the mind, man. They're not conformed to this world. Be renewed in the mind, all right? So you don't be conformed to this world. Conform to their ideological thoughts, their idols, their ways, okay? Because this whole world right now is trying to be one. When the Lord said no, Deuteronomy 32 and 8. Also Genesis 10 and 11. The Lord separated the people, man. He wanted his people to always do his work, praise him. The rest of those people that are set up around, they lucky they even got life, all right? Because God, as he would say, he only loves one set of people. And that's us, Yashra Allah, Israel, okay? So going back into 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and 7, speaking the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and the mystery, right? See what happens. Some individuals that get caught up out there. That's why the Lord was looking for individuals who were going to stand. Second Ezra, those who stood so stiffly, right? They ain't going to take no bribes. They'll go bow one knee and try to bow the other knee to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They ain't going to do that crap. They're going to, a straight shooter. They're going to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushai from the jump. Okay? They ain't going to take no prize, no gifts. Let's get into this real quick. After this, I'm going to close out. Ecclesiastes chapter 20 and verse 29. Presents and gifts blind the eyes of the wise and stop up his mouth that he cannot reprove. Okay? And you were supposed to do that. Okay? You were supposed to speak in a manner that will cause many to rustle after judgment. Okay? You're supposed to speak no falsehood amongst your brothers, because that'll make them go off. Okay? You're supposed to be taking no gifts to replace what you guys say about Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Remember in Psalms 40, it tells you that, hey, the Lord knoweth. We didn't stop up what was to be said. We spilled our guts. We spilled it right out. Okay? Jeremiah was at 20 and 9, I think. Said there was as a fire in his belly. He had to get it out. Okay? So hey, man, our work is to come out here on these highways and byways, look for those men who are going to be able to do this also, okay? Who are going to be ready to to do this work, ready to teach, okay? Ready to preach and teach. Well, anyways, you know, that's basically it, man. It's not hard, okay? And hold on to the end. As a matter of fact, I'm going to close out with that. Didn't have much today, but the much that I did have, I came with, okay? And that's the important thing. See, like I said, I had written down some topics to bring up at camp today, you know? Usually sometimes we do that, you know? It's all right. Because you see, throughout the week, from camp session to camp session, there's a lot that happens. And it moves fast too, okay? It moves fast too. I was just out here, you know? It moves fast, but sometimes you want to write down a little thing that's going on, you know. You want to quote what's going on for the week or whatever. So you may write it down, take it down in your phone. Remember so-and-so happened, remember so-and-so happened, remember so-and-so happened. And you might attach, you know, a couple scriptures there. So, you know, even though the scriptures say the memory of the righteous is blessed, but roughly phrased, you know. Sometimes you gotta, you know, you gotta keep that, even though we are focused, but you gotta keep that focus, man. There's so much things happening, you know. Even with when it comes to watching brothers' videos, there's so much brothers' videos up now that it's impossible almost like keep up, you know. Go to Matthew chapter Matthew chapter 24 and 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Okay, and that's why we out here on these highways and byways doing this work. Okay, not just to look pretty for the people. You know, we're out here actually looking for that salvation from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But yeah, anyways, let me get back to that scripture. I'm gonna close out. Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end. Remember, we got this thing of endurance, right? When you go into I think that's also in Wisdom of Solomon too. You can be tried, tested. Come on, man. I think that's in Wisdom of Solomon 3, or yeah, you can find that in Wisdom of Solomon 3 as well. Starting from the 5th. Well, you can start from the first verse actually. But let me go into shit. Where is it? Thank you. Thank you. Let me go into Sirach chapter 2 and 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. And make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So right there, the Lord tells you, when you come to serve me, watch out. Basically, watch out, okay? Because it ain't gonna be easy. So that's part of enduring. That's part of being patient, and the patient itself suffers, okay? So while we're enduring this, we're suffering. We're with all long suffering. With all the mockery that our people makes of us, people throwing stuff at us, trying to assault us, putting shit on our names, you know, calling us rapists, murderers, all types of weird shit, man. We gotta suffer through all of that, okay? Plus, you know, these decrepitated bodies, these meat suits, they ain't too well, you know? So we gotta suffer all of this patiently, okay? And we are in a low state. Remember in Ecclesiastes, it tells you, Ecclesiastes 10 and 7, I think. I've seen servants riding upon horses and princes walking as servants. Okay, roughly phrasing. I know I butchered it, but you know what I mean. So we've been changed to a lower state, and we're suffering these things right now. And we're patiently waiting for the return of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? We ain't take up no guns. We ain't take up no arms in our hand and go lay it out on our enemy. No, we know what the Lord said, man. Wait upon him. Vengeance is in his hand, okay? And also, when you go back to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 there, notice that at the beginning, Wisdom of Solomon 3:1, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God, and there shall no torment touch them, okay? You individuals, go ahead and fear. Go ahead and fear man. We're not fear no man, okay? Why would you? That's an insult to That's an insult to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, okay? To fear man. You know, it's common, but once you got the truth in you, once you realize, like, look, he's the king of terrors. That's it, man. You start realizing, yo, the Lord put this one down, he raised this kingdom up, he did this. When you go through these scriptures and you really read, you understand that, look, everything is in the power of the Most High. As a matter of fact, that's why these people lack that understanding, okay? No, you control your own life and this and that, bro. All right, cool. Sirach chapter 18 and verse 1. He that liveth forever created all things in general. The Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but he, who governeth the world in the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will. For he is the king of all, by his power dividing holy things from among them profane. Okay, so the Most High controls, man. You know, a lot of these guys out here, you diss the Most High when you start fearing man. When you start fretting man, you diss the Most High. Okay? That's not a wise thing to do. So going back into this, we'll close out Matthew chapter 24:13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Rakatah Hawa, Rakatah Shai. Rakatah Hawa, Rakatah Shai, Rakatah Hawa, Rakatah Shai, Bahashem Rakakadosh. All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadosh. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity. Shalom Akim, Lord willing, to next week. Wa Abad Babal. I hope you're edified. Matthew chapter 24:13 to you all. Shalom Akim, those who are doing this in honesty, truth, and sincerity. Shalom.